Yes, yes, yes. Again, this is the Gospel Wave. I'm in the building with Feen and GenoHd, and we got Derrick Collins as well. We also have Bishop Obadiah Henry from New Covenant Ministries in DeLand, Florida. He's going to give us the word for the week. Bishop, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Great, great, great.
Glad to be here.
We're glad to have you on the line. Go ahead and give us the word for the week, Bishop.
Thank you. Thank you. Want to share with the listeners, it is not by personal desires and to satisfy ourselves that we are able to even accomplish great things in this life. I think about how even Jacob prepared himself emotionally and mentally to serve his uncle Laban for 7+ years. Think about that. 7 plus 7 years, a total of 14 years, in order to wed and be with Rachel. Think about that. Just for a moment, we cannot, and we do not, have such, I say, sacrifice in us today, like men like Jacob, where we're willing to endure for 7 years. We talk about how much we love our wives, and wives talk about how much they love their husbands. 7 plus 7 years, 14 years before he could wed Rachel. But he prepared his mind for that journey. And love was that key component to that he loved her that much. That's a mighty powerful thing. Preparing ourselves for the journey, the formula for overcoming temptation.
We thank you so much, Bishop, for giving us the word of the week on temptation and also waiting. You know what I'm saying? We talked about Jacob waiting 7 years, 7 plus 7. 7 times 7, whatever you want to go about it. Man, you set us up for the next song. We appreciate you calling in. We'll get with you again. That was Bishop Obadiah Henry of New Covenant Ministries in DeLand, Florida. We thank you for coming by, Bishop.
God bless you.
You too.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Do you believe these bones can live? Is how he posed the question. Well, sir, I don't know, but you the resurrection. Here in life, so if you think so, give me direction. Or else we all doomed, and ain't a need for intersections. I wasn't born with a head start. All I inherited was a hustle watching taco carts. CDs out the trunk, ice cream trucks, and another peanut butter jelly lunch, no crunch. I know that's more than a lot of people on this earth, but I'm trying to help a lot of people form back in earth. My butt was rooted on that corner, but couldn't afford a firm when I was locked behind bars and dropped my family's worth. Now I'm here, I wanna do better. Red letters, be the king I'm supposed to be, change the culture's weather. Help us march into his treasures, with a grace, no measures. Help me lift my wings, Lord, renew my feathers. Wait for it, wait for it. But how could I wait for it? When I was taught I had to take for it, wait for it, wait for it. But why should we wait for it if they will not pay our wage for it? Do you know how I can keep my peace on this land? Do you know how I can cross this sea on dry land? It's morning time, ready to soar. Renew my feathers. It's morning time, ready to soar. Yeah. It's morning time, ready to soar. It's morning time. It's morning time, ready to soar. It's time to get up.
He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole
Give me the kick, hi-hat, and the snare. Let me put you up on something that is certainly rare. Beatboxing on the microphone like Dougie in here. Slick telling stories like Rick, Eric B, and Rakim. They say rappers sounding the same, and me they try to compare. But when you stand true to you, it's hard to notice or care. And when the Lord elevates you this high up in the air, it's hard to hear all the commotion cause your focus ain't there. And I know a lot of the talk is cause the coat that I wear. It has so many different colors, it provokes them to stare. I had a couple jealous brothers that was envying. Yeah, I never thought I'd be in a pit, but yet they threw me in there. Never envisioned this vision I had would put me through jail. On the way to my destiny, I literally went through hell. While I was down at the bottom, heard a voice of a male, and it told me to just trust in it and I would prevail. But even after that it got tough, and after that it got rough, and after that it got better, and after then I was like, what in the heaven? Man, what the what? See, you thought that I was gonna cuss, and I actually wanted to while I was going through all this stuff. I'm supposed to be a chain man while I'm still dealing with this lust, and all this stuff I'm going through. I ain't know it was gonna be this much, I ain't know it was gonna cost this much. They told me salvation was free, nobody mentioned defeat. It costs, I'm battling me, the enemy rattling me, and people keep challenging me. I look in the mirror, check my reflection, and happen to see a person that happens to be living and actually free. Looking at a person that I never imagined to be. How did this happen to me? I had imagined to be dead and gone a long time ago, but you actually seen something on the inside of me I couldn't fathom to see. Such a reckless driver till I got in the passenger seat. Now I just fasten my seat belt as I gradually see the Lord is my shepherd, but he want me to shepherd his sheep. Hold up, wait, you got the wrong guy, Lord. I'm comfortable, see, being an evangelist, but a pastor I don't wanna be. I spit the gospel on beats, my congregation the streets. I make a lot of mistakes, Lord, pick anybody but me. Man, I can never be what these people expect me to be. And if I'm living for you, why they wanna accept me for me? Ah, man, okay, you got me. Who am I not to trust you when you know more than me about me? And it ain't really
Yeah. If you just now tuning in, this is the Gospel Wave, the hottest gospel station in the nation. I'm Feen, your host, and we got GenoHd in the building. Talk to him, man.
Hey, man, what's going on, man? It's GenoHd, man. Look, I'm glad to be in the land of the living.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? I walked in here. I didn't get rolled anywhere today. I walked in here.
That's it, man. That's it.
God got something for us to do. We still standing.
That's it, man. And also, man, we got a good friend of mine, great business entrepreneur, a guy who loves kids, you guys who loves influencing people. Man, we got Derrick Collins in the people, man. But in about 10 to 15 minutes, we're gonna get into a live interview with him. Then you guys will, hear from him directly. Until then, just sit back and relax. We're just gonna get into the gospel wave. We're gonna keep the flow going, man. Ride this wave, man.
Yeah.
Can you turn to your other neighbor and say, neighbor, ain't nobody mad but the devil.
Ain't nobody bad but the devil. I was raised from the dead, no shovel. Where your head is at new level. Man, I feel good, I'm clever. I got a lot of shit, no cheddar. Snitch on my dog, no never. I was saved by his grace, nothing better. Yeah, I shoot the three, who better? I was raised in the streets, but I feel bad. Got tears in my eyes, cause the world real sad. My mama on drugs, cousin in the pen. Try to live life, keep falling and sin. Yeah, my life bill due and my water stay late. I got a little faith, keep pushing my plate. Everybody leaving, we just don't know the day. Take a left breath, too late. I skate on a hater. Me and my team eat good, we empty our plate on a hater. Cause I float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. I'm covered in the blood, get your hands off me. I got a little faith, part that sea. Everybody looking, but there's only one me. I ain't been saved all my life. I got a good daddy cause he paid my price. My God will drive because it motivate me. Everybody watching but they really can't see. God on my side, victory. Time to level up like 1, 2, 3. All about him, never about me. Never giving up cause I know he gon' ride. Like a dirty diaper, change my life. Never let the situation make me cry. See my problem, tell them bye. I know you see that pain in my eye. That's motivation, I ain't gon' lie. Never smoke weed, but I get high. Don't give up, one more try. You the apple of his eye. Watching me like a spy. Ain't nobody bad but the devil. 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 I was raised from the dead, no shovel. When your head is at new level. Man, I feel good, I'm clever. I got a lot of cheese, no cheddar. Snitch on my dog, no never. I was saved by his grace, nothing better. Yeah, I shoot the three, who wetter? Ain't nobody mad but the devil. Ain't nobody mad but the devil. Ain't nobody mad but the devil.
ways to attain the prize. Anxiety on the rise. Searching the book and the gram for the answers. Politics taking more chances. Swiping left, right for romance. Drinking the club, you be dancing. What do you do with your time? It's time for a wake up. It's time for a spiritual shake up. No money can make up what the Lord can move and shake up. You worry cause you be uncertain. Ain't working, so why don't you trust him? The present makes you as a person. The word is where I'm gonna be searching. You need to know that he gave his one and only son. Only son. You need to know that through him the victory is won. Victory is won. You need to know that he gave his one and only son. Only son. You need to know that through him the victory is won. Getting money ain't easy, so you lose yourself in a sacrifice. Don't care if you pay the price. Putting your pride in at 9 to 5. Paycheck to paycheck, it's hard to survive. What do you do with your time? God told you to wake up. Stop rushing just to get your cake up. Put your trust in the Creator. He's all you need in this world. God wants to give you a blessing. Get out of fear and depression. Have purpose instead of just guessing. Move forward instead of just testing. You need to know. You need to know that he gave his one and only son. One and only son. You need to know that through him the victory is won. Victory is won.
Used to rap in the back of the class. We're dancing on the border between turbulence and order. They wonder how we made it then. We evaded sin like invaded sin. Never knew Christ the King. Mixed with flows to be dangerous. Beginning of the search. Never knew the path of their purpose. Backpack raps, so they worked it. Whether it's a stage in a mic in a booth in a cab in the streets to the back of the circus. What's the price of your life? Like cross at the right price. Need it when you enter like the white fight. No law like the sight. Night roads is the highlight. Seated in the sky like a tight fight. And he thinks of the rule while we changing the rule. Live by the truth, never favor the fool. Cause the house in the sand is as stable as you. Built on the rock like we roll with the rule. Now we back though. Famous, never knew a past so faded. Could be in the background, changing. Don't wanna be a cash cow, grazing. It's a true hip hop in the booth. Don't wanna be the cool kid cop in the coupe. Rather be that narrow road with the king. In that wide road, blind to the truth. Never knew rose for the kid. So he flow for the king. Stepped into the blow. So we go with the ring. So we go, boxing. Gotta flow, stopping those stacks in my raps, need to know. Profit, no soul, swapping, broke of the life. Same try to cons when I hook to the right. Bird box things, tell them look to the light. Dodge and weave, you be facing a fight. You be sting like a bee with the grace of the Christ. We making it light, back row flow, this a case for the Christ. Christ rules all that's green. Bread of life, hope you baking it right. While you rapping, they do. Died in the grave, now he's back with a dude. This for all the guys who went around and they cool. Never used to let me rap in the booth in the school bar. No hot villains. Praise to the sky like there's no ceilings. Electric flow, that's Bob Dylan. Can't knock us down, cause we bending. This a back row flow in the booth. Trying to capture souls of the road. Rather be that narrow road with the king. Than that wide road blind to the truth. Never knew.
Yo, this is the Gospel Wave. You're now tuned in to the Gospel Wave with Feen and GenoHd in the building, man. Who we got in the building today, man?
Hey, man, look. I'm going to let you do this one because it's a big one right here. It's
so,
heavy.
So we got Derrick Collins in the building, man. He's a business entrepreneur. We're going to dive right into it right here in Daytona Beach, Florida. We're going to dive into some questions so the people can know a little bit more about him, about what he do as far as on the business aspect of things. So, Geno, go ahead and take it on, man.
So tell me, how are you helping the community? What do you do and how do you help the community? What is your plan?
So currently my title is a mental health therapist.
Wow.
So we deal with mental health counseling and providing those services in schools, within,
Wow.
the court system, and just overall outpatient.
Oh wow. So all ages, really, right?
Yes, adults and children.
What is the best thing? What's the best advice you can give somebody that don't know they have mental health, but they think they have an issue? That's a weird question, right?
I guess they need to figure out the behaviors that they're displaying,
Right.
and kind of what they're trying to fix, and kind of go from there. That the behaviors will direct them in the direction that they need to go.
What is a behavior that common in young African American men in this community? Like, what is the number one behavior like that you see in this community?
It's a lot of anger.
Anger. Wow.
Anger.
Yeah.
And it's displaced because they don't know where it's really coming. It's coming from so many different places, I believe.
Okay.
You know, so it's hard for us to express ourselves because we don't really have those outlets.
Wow. Outlets such as what? Like what would be a good therapeutic outlet to relieve anger?
Something that soothes your mind, soothes your soul, kind of like how you feel. You know, it's different for everybody, so
Right.
I can't really give you one generic. You know, for me, I like to work out, I like to box. You know, I like to listen to music, different types of music.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, for other people, they like to sing, they like to draw. You know, it's a lot of options.
Right,
You know,
right.
more to individuality.
I know for as like when you get like married, right? The first thing you say as a couple, like, I don't need therapy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like even like you ever heard somebody, of course you heard somebody say like a rapper said there's more money, more problems.
Yeah.
Like most people that's very successful, they have a lot of stress and anxiety issues and they be afraid to talk to somebody.
Right.
Like, how do you approach someone that has a lot of capital, but they have like a wall, like pride? Like, how do you get past that? What type of team you have that can help that person?
Well, the way that I've ran it, because I've worked for different agencies around the city.
Wow.
You know, so when it was time for me to start my own, you know, kind of I knew what worked and what didn't work. You know, so the therapists that I have that work for me are all different in their own way. You know, so they can have somebody that can connect to. So somebody might come into my office and they might not look like me or connect to me, but I might have a therapist that might fit for them. So
oh wow, that's kind of like a car salesman. You know what I mean? Like everyone is, everyone is like, so you like the Tom Brady of
my office.
Your office. I think that's cool, man. I don't know. First off, let's talk about education. Where did you complete your degrees and your accolades?
So I got my bachelor's in science at Bethune Cookman.
Yes, sir.
And then I got my master's in social work at UCF.
Oh wow, that's amazing, man. So tell me this. For a person that's a newlywed, right? And they have a spouse to tell them that they're the problem all the time. What do you say to that person?
Both of y'all need help.
This is real deal right here. Because look, I took like a couple courses of psychology, right? And they were saying like people that use I, me, my, they have what, insecurity issues, or they're someone I know that's very close to me say they're what's the word? They're what's the word? It's a word where people that's very controlling. How do I explain it? I wish she can call me and tell me you a controlling person.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
right?
Yeah,
yeah. Like, how do you ever had someone like get angry with you in like in an interview process, like for as in denial? How do you address the denial? Like, what are your steps? Like, I want to know the details. Like,
so let's say, for example, if somebody came into my office the first time.
First time.
Usually I'm trying to get a good summary about what's going on. So I want to know a little bit about different areas,
right.
You know, whether it's school, work, you know, life, children, those kind of things, so I can kind of know where their mindset is at.
Okay.
You know, then from there, we need to identify some of the triggers.
There you go, triggers. All right.
The triggers kind of tell you everything.
Okay.
You know, but first you have to identify them first before you can kind of, you know, treat them, I guess you would say.
Wow.
So identifying would be the number one.
That's the number one. So number two would be they have to admit and agree that they have an issue, right?
Well, no, that doesn't always work. Yeah, that doesn't always happen in the first few sessions. They have to kind of be aware of that.
Yeah.
They have to become aware of what they're doing and kind of what the influences is affecting them or how the influences are affecting them.
Wow.
Whether it's at home, whether, you know, the people that are around them are affecting them negatively or positively, you know, whether it's, you know, in their work environment, you know, it's not conclusive for them, you know. So, you know, one of my clients, they were like, every time I'm at work, I'm angry and I'm frustrated, you know, and I don't even think it had anything to do with the money. It was just the work environment.
Yeah.
You know, so home was his safe haven. So then at one point, I guess their relationship at home wasn't going well. So he was like, man, I'm at home.
Right.
I'm at work, you know, having stress, and then I come home and it's stressful as well.
Stress too, yeah.
You know, so it didn't work for him.
Wow, man. So for the listener, just it's Sunday night, right? Everybody have the Monday morning blues, right? How do you tell what is the best advice to tell someone that's doing a career that they absolutely hate? Like, you got to put food on the table, right?
Right.
So you're a real therapist. I want to know. Everyone's telling you, like, do stuff you love, do everything you love, do everything. Don't do anything if your heart ain't in it. Like, for real, bro. Like, what is the best thing? What is your advice for that?
Well, I would start off with saying have a positive morning routine.
Exactly.
You can't control, you know, what you're doing at work. You can control before and after work.
Exactly.
Right.
You know, to make sure that you can get your mind back on track. Because if going
right.
to work is getting you off track, you
Right.
got to do what you got to do to kind of get back on track. So I would say that morning routine, you know, getting up a little bit earlier.
Okay.
You know, so as soon as you wake up, you're not jumping right into work and rushing to work.
Yeah.
You know, have some time to kind of just meditate and kind of just get your mind right.
Right.
And meditation for other people is different.
Yeah.
Right.
For me, it's music. You know,
Yes.
I wake up. That's what I go to.
Yeah.
And it may not work for you. You may want to box somebody before you go to work.
Yeah, I'm a little aggressive. And then, you know, it's crazy. I got all girls, so I got to be like, hey, how y'all doing? Like, you got to tiptoe around the girls because I'm like, yo, stop, sit down. You can't do that with girls. You got to be like, you got to explain everything. Like, you got to explain everything about, because they're like, why, Dad? Why? You know what I mean?
Right.
I think this is my therapy at home on a personal, because I never was a guy. I was raised by an aggressive male. You know what I mean? Like, boy, why you crying? So, like, for the guys, back to the community. I know you said something how you do some things in the community. What do you say to that son that was raised by a single mom and they have that anger? Who do they go see? How can they get help? Like, is there a number, or what is the best thing to do?
Okay, so, you know, really it depends on what area you're in, because there's certain agencies that are in certain areas. You know, so I have people that are trying to come to me way from Orlando or Deltona or those areas, and I'm like, listen, first off, see if there's some agencies in your area that it might be a little bit easier for you to go to on a consistent basis versus you transportation being a barrier or something like that when you come in this far. You know, so kind of be aware of or research first. So, you know, see what's out there. A lot of people they want the answers just be given to them. You know, and right now you got Google. You got anything you need to kind of just research and kind of see what's available. You know, that's the first step, seeing what's available, and then seeing what's the best fit for you. I've had clients that come in and it's like, to be honest, I think I know another agency that has a therapist that might fit you better. And I think that's the best route for you versus the clients. I mean, you coming here, we can work with you, but the issues or the for progress for you, I feel like this might be a better fit for you.
Oh, wow, man.
You know, so it's not really about the money; it's about the progress and what we can help you with.
For the listeners that's just joining us, right? You're listening to a mental health expert, a guy that actually went to BCU, right? What else did you do?
At BCU?
Yeah, what are you doing at BCU still? Talking about legacy, I see it on your arm. I mean, I want to know what's going on with it.
Well, I'm in grad chapter of 586.
There you go. All right.
So I would say that. We're trying to give back as much as possible. Community service is what we joined for.
Right.
You know, the stepping in all that party and stuff was for fun, but you know, giving back was the main goal. You know, so a lot of our events I partner with my younger brothers, so they can also see a more than just my face. You know, they can see brothers along my side, you know, that all have different walks of life and that they can maybe connect to them as well.
Well, I want to say this. You said something earlier about working out as your outlet, right? it's a lot of men I know that's working out in the gym and doing all that stuff, and they don't work out their mental.
Right.
The gym is a band-aid.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So then they go home and they still terrorize the house because they still haven't seen a professional that's gonna help them through it.
Yeah.
So what is the how do I say it? For the listeners just listening, how do you get over pain and hurt? That's where I'm going with this. How do you get over it? What's the best way to get over it?
So when people come into my office, they kind of, like I told you before, they kind of want to answer right now, like, how do I do it?
Yeah, that's how I'm doing you now. That's how I'm doing it.
Yeah. To be honest, that's not really how this works.
Yeah.
You can't have, years of trauma and years of negative things happening to you and then expect to just flip the switch.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's really a process. And like I told you before, you have to identify it. And then from there, you have to identify things in so many different categories.
Right.
So you really know, across the board what's affecting you.
Right.
So yeah, they're going to work out at the gym, but then they're going back home to a negative environment.
Right.
Or they're going right to work the next day. That's why they're working out so much sometimes.
Sit in the car when they get home for like hours. Yeah.
So it's really just about, for some people, they can't really minimize some of this negative influences, but you can, you can cope with them as best as possible. You can kind of distance yourself as much as you can once you're aware of it. If you're not aware of it, you kind of putting yourself in environments that is not good for you, like I said before.
Wow. You could have been a communication manager, maybe too. Because as a I'm gonna say it, as an African American black man, we're not taught to show our emotions. We're not taught to talk through it.
Not only that, I would say also, majority of us don't think nothing's wrong with us at that too.
Yeah.
Once we become a man, we're taught one way. We won't go get the help that we necessarily need for.
Right.
Right. But on a lighter note, let's talk about. You said you do a lot of things in the community as far as with your younger brothers. But can you speak on some of the things that you've done in the community? You do a feeding, something like that, right?
Yes, sir.
Can you elaborate on that? What you do?
So because of COVID, we've kind of wanted to fill a need, and if money is tight for certain families, and if I have certain families, I have 3 and 4 or 5 kids. That's a lot of mouths that you have to feed. So just on our part, this isn't the biggest impactful thing, but it's something that we've done. I think over 600 meals.
Yeah.
Wow.
We've had a caterer who was one of our fraternity brothers, who had a catering business, and at my office. We have the space to provide to allow it.
Right.
So I already have the families in the network. So pretty much we wanted to say every Sunday for the month of May, we provided 100 meals every Sunday.
Wow.
And then I think we did it about 2 other times throughout the summer. And then again, a few more times coming up into the new year. So.
Oh, wow. People, if you're listening, man, basically, I hear a lot of people saying, I wish this was better. I wish this was better. This young man is, planting mustard seeds through the city.
That's right.
It's about what you are doing. If you're doing something, if you feeding 600, my church feeding 300, his church feeding 200. That's a whole lot of people, man. That's shifting the atmosphere of Volusia County, man.
Yeah, man.
So you actually doing your part, man. And then you look the part too. You look like sheep, meaning you look like you're approachable, man.
Yep.
Like real talk.
Yep.
A lot of times when we become successful black men, we're not approachable.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Right. I would never think you a mental health coach. I would never think that I'd be like, man, look, I got this going on, man. Man, you know what I mean? Right. That's very important to have, man.
Yeah, man.
For the people that's driving, like it's not over for you. I mean, go get help.
Yeah.
Help don't mean, you're terrible, you're a horrible person. Help means just talk to somebody. You can't talk to your home girl, your home boy. You can't talk to somebody that don't have something good to tell you in your life. Like you need some good sound advice.
Yeah.
Like besides just Bible and church, you need to work out your mental.
That's it. But they don't realize also, speaking on that, individuals with kids that may be dealing with mental issues, it's affecting their kids as well.
Yes.
And then, your kids coming at school, going to school, and the teacher saying, Jimmy's doing this or Karen's doing that. And then your issues fall back on the teacher, and now you're getting altercations with the teachers because everyone's having this issues that they're not resolving. So it's comes back full circle if you don't take care of your issues.
Wow.
Which is why I deal with the parents just as much as I deal with the kids.
That's it.
Wow.
And you have to be able to tell the parents sometimes, listen, they didn't figure it out on their own.
Exactly. They got it somewhere.
You know, they saw that from somewhere.
Right.
You know, this is kind of a touchy subject, and I know we're dealing with all this racial injustice and stuff.
Yeah.
So one of the kids that I have, actually, he got into an altercation with another kid, and he called the kid the N-word.
Wow.
I'm a black therapist. You see me every week,
Right.
and you calling somebody the N-word.
Yeah.
So then it was like, okay, so, you know, where is this coming from?
Exactly.
I sat mom down. I don't know dad, but I sat mom down and I said, you know, where could this be coming from? Where could he have heard this from? Maybe if it's not you, who around him? Any uncles? Who could it be? Because it's coming from somewhere.
That's right.
You know, and when once I got mama out of the picture, he told me what was going on. And he told me back in the day, his dad told him that he got into it with a lot of minority guys back in the day. So, you know, sometimes you got to peel the layers back and the answers will come.
Yeah.
You know, so, and then now me and him are working on moving forward and how to kind of think from a better mindset.
That's good.
Wow, man.
Never know. See?
You never know.
Wow, man. Out of the mouth of babes, man. So that goes back to the scripture, you know, you should have spoiled, you know, spit a ride, spoil a child.
Yes,
and basically you give your child the word of God, they won't depart from it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just crazy, man. It's just a privilege of me knowing of someone that deals with mental. I'm about to get your number. Because I know somebody that deals with stuff. Because, you know, I've always been a successful person because I fight against the odds.
Yeah.
No matter what, I'm going to fight.
Oh, yeah.
That also is an issue.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My name is GenoHd, and I have an issue with power. Look, so I just and this is new to me because I just heard about this whole mental health thing. Because I personally had a guy I worked with for years, right? 9-10 years, and he called me one day. He's like, Geno, man, you got a gun I can borrow? I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? And he's like, nah, don't worry about it. A couple of days later, he's on the news for taking his wife life. You see what I'm saying? So you never know. It don't matter how. Listen, it doesn't matter what's in your account.
That's it.
Doesn't matter what's in your refrigerator. Doesn't matter who's in your bed. Go get help.
That's it, man.
What's the name of your agency?
Stress and Anxiety Center.
Wow.
Is it located here in Daytona, or what part of the city is it in?
It's in Holly Hill, right between Ormond Beach and Daytona.
Cool. Stress and Anxiety Center.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I've been there a few times, man. It's got a nice office. Got a little gym in there, you know.
Oh man,
it's nice.
Hey, look,
studio. Yeah, man.
I got a joke for you.
Know?
look, I got a joke for you, right? Is it true that when y'all like have a client there, y'all just drawing on a piece of paper, like just
this guy,
just doodling? You know what I mean? Like on the movies, you ever thought about that? Like, really? Because you're getting the people just to talk, right? Like, what are you writing on the paper? Like, what is your steps?
Might be a checklist, maybe.
Yeah, a checklist. Like, what is your checklist?
Well, for me, it's I try to do it to where the client really doesn't see that I'm writing it. You really should just be in front of them writing it.
Wow.
You know, but I'm getting a little bit older now, so
yeah.
you know, I don't remember everything that you said for a whole hour.
Yeah.
So sometimes we're writing it down just so we can remind ourselves. So when we're writing our notes, or we're kind of looking for a better direction for you,
That's right.
we have the right facts.
So that is a lie in the movies, because every movie we watch, they're not writing anything down. It's not doing. This is serious. This is serious. Your small problem can turn into a tidal wave by the end of the month. So if you're really dealing with something, you need to talk to someone.
Yeah, man.
Stress and Anxiety Center, right here in Hollywood.
Yeah, we actually collabed a few times you know, with my food drive. And, you know, we've collabed. So we go back, man. I told you, man. That's, you know,
16 years.
16 years, man. That's crazy, you know.
But that shows growth.
Yeah.
You know, that shows partnership and being able to use each other's resources appropriately.
Right.
You know, I have the families, he had the turkeys.
Yep.
Let's get it.
That's deep, man.
You know.
Yep.
That's the slogan right there. That's
it.
Put it on the shirt.
But I know you're gonna sit, gonna switch gears for a little bit. But I just want to say thank you for what you do in the community.
Yeah.
You said something. You was like, I normally don't do stuff like this because you're working. Your hands dirty, man. You working. It's kind of like stopping for lunch break. This is just a lunch break.
Yeah.
somebody's listening right now for real that's probably not even from Daytona Beach, Florida, and they need to get stress and anxiety off their chest.
Or they need to see that African American man is doing something like this in the neighborhood. Speaking of which, this man got a dope shirt on that says neighborhood role model. And what's crazy is, you know, what I go by is neighborhood Pope. You know, so I'm trying to see. So we may have to do a collab with that as well, you know. So but yeah, man, can the people get that shirt somewhere, man?
Yeah, for real.
Yes, sir. Let me follow me on IG.
IG. Okay. What's your IG, man?
I'm gonna follow you now too.
M.R.Collins. And that's the Collins.
Man.
That's it. So if you want one of these neighborhood role model shirts, you're out there, you're listening on the radio right now. This shirt, man, is crazy, man. It says neighborhood role model. You want to get one of those? Follow him at m.r.collins on Instagram.
Yes, sir. Hey, look, man, I'm feeling light right now. I feel like I owe you something. I'm feeling a little light, man. Look, I'm just trying to live good, man. I'm trying to go to heaven, man, to be honest with you. How you feeling, man?
Hey, man, let's go to heaven. So what we're going to do right here, we're going to play this next song. It's by yours truly, Feen. It's called Heaven. It is available on all platforms right now. This is the Gospel Wave. I'm Feen with GenoHd, and we got Derrick Collins in the building. Let's go to heaven, man.
Yeah.
Y'all can meet me up in heaven. I be dancing with the Jews. Can't forget my baby boo. Gonna bring your family through. Just know that y'all can meet me up in heaven. I be dancing with the Jews. Can't forget my baby boo. Gotta bring your family through. Just know that whatever you facing is just an obstacle. Chains are breaking, I'm speaking spiritual. Stressing, no resting, you at the knock. Nothing in this world that I won't conquer. I'm literally lit off this literature, lyrical, paralyzed to walk. What a miracle. Facing the Bible, them healthy minerals. I'm talking fruits and vegetables. I'm pouring out the cereal. God deserves the chills and O's, the X and O's. No letting go. But when I wonder, I need a plumber to flush away the sins that make me vomit. I'm throwing up peace signs and some Levi's. Drop from it one time, tell you one time, talking one time like I'm Justin Bieber. Holy Ghost got the shivers, y'all like I caught me up in heaven. I be dancing with the Jews. Can't forget my baby boo. Gonna bring your family through. Just know that y'all can meet me up in heaven. I be dancing with the Jews. Can't forget my baby boo. Gotta bring your family through. Just know that. Made nothing out of something, out of gold rush. Haters put me on the bench like I'm bad luck. Put me in the game, leave them all shook. Run the game like Zeke, run it like Cook. Ain't never been street, I prefer books. Man, God is coming soon, beat the blood moon. Sunflower bloom, break witch brooms. I'm a monster room, zoom, zoom, zoom. Monster, shout out to them rosters. Y'all know how many kids I done fostered. Y'all know how many losses I prospered. Flawless with the victories like katana. Pull out the blade, I'm ready to demon slay. If you're standing in my way, I'ma turn into Yasha. Beast with the words like Harambe. Man, if you ain't spreading love, get from around me. I'm on the road to heaven, forever in his presence. Ain't nothing you can tell me. I'm on the road to heaven, forever in his presence. Ain't nothing you can tell me. Y'all can meet me up in heaven. I be dancing with the Jews. Can't forget my baby boo. Gonna bring your family through. Just know that y'all can meet me up in heaven. I be dancing with the Jews. Can't forget my baby boo. Gotta bring your family through. Just know that.
Hey, yo, I'm on the track, this is me, I'm gon' speed. Got the gospel on my feet, check my sneeze. The spirit quicker than the dead, man, they go. No rules, all let's get these songs. Let go. Hey, yo, let's get these songs. Let me share my point of view like a GoPro. I ain't sitting in the pew moving slow-mo. Bombing I gotta move, cause I don't know. When the Lord coming through, he don't go more. Tell the choir that's a no-go. Cause this time Jesus coming songs blow so loud that the crowd bow down, get low, low. This is Jesus, we need to get deep in the word and proceed from his speech, let it seed in. You've been in the shallow part, hit it deep in. Cause when it come, I guarantee that your knees bend. Have you been baptized in Jesus' name for remission of your sin and receive this Holy Ghost? He promises you and me, and as many as the Lord shall call if you believe him. This is pertinent, bro. I am certain that you can keep playing with God, doing dirt, and that sin that besets you so easily, working that evil inside of your temple, perverting that. What you hide in your mental is so detrimental. Eventually, you gon' burn in that. What you're hoarding is hoarding. Inspection is coming. What happens when he pull the curtain back? How beautiful are the feet of those who bring the gospel, who be constantly working that soil through labor and toil, bringing that all out the island so you can be certain that I'm on the track. This is me. I'm gon' speak. Got the gospel on my feet. Check my sneeze. The spirit quickeneth the dead. Man, they go. No movement, so let's get these souls. Let go, let go. Let go, let go. Let's get these souls.
If you're writing me off, then it's a typo. Let me get a minute to scribble when I get in it. When I'm writing, I'm similar to a rifle. And I've been forgiven, I'm living in it. It's written cause the pen is not mighty up. Then the sword and your sin is not mighty up. Then the Lord and I'm winning. I'm finally going for the Lord in a minute. Invite them all, give them all. Let's go. Everyone trying to get in my face. Trying to make everything about how to win in a race. Coming in with identity politics and I don't want a part of it. And I'm rolling for God who giving me grace. And I gotta tell him goodbye to the good guy. Was so angry that I could cry on a good night. Wasn't feeling like I could fight and I could die. Please tell him good night. Monster. I'm a ghost rider. I've been ghosted, I'm a lone survivor. And I'm sober, but I'm close to high. And it feels like my smoke is wise. My anxiety's supposed to fly. Jump off the click like Geronimo. Put them in silent mode. Look like a fool in dishonor clothes. If you're not true, then you gotta go where you go. I don't know, but I won't look. I won't follow those. I'm on the track. This is me. I'm gon' speak. Got the gospel on my feet. Check my sneeze. The spirit quickeneth the dead. Man, they go. No movement, so let's get these souls. Let go, let go. Let go, let go. Let's get these souls.
Ain't the motivated MOE, but now I'm FOE. Let's get it. FOE, there's faith over everything. I believe in your name, and I know it's gonna change. FOE, there's faith over everything. Too blessed to be stressed, too blessed to complain. I got FOE, there's faith over everything.
My mom in the parking lot gave me a CD in Atlanta, Georgia. We down here 106.3, based on the beach, gospel radio. Gospel rap, R&B, hip hop, whatever it is, bro. God bless you. Faith over everything. We down here.
Vibe too when you slide through, and it's talking about God too. Hey, don't let the devil use you. Remember, the love of the money is the root of all evil. Just look at the toll that he got on my people. Got the devil on hold. Don't get finessed out your soul. This ain't that old floods, just that new drip from God that'll separate the real from the fake and the love from the hate that'll have you walking on.
Yo, 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 this is the Gospel Wave, Dro 106.3, man. Hey, Geno, man.
Man, what's going on, man? I think we got a call, man.
We got a call, man? I think we got somebody on the line. Carly on the line?
I'm here. What's going on?
What's good, man? Tell the people your name, man.
Hey, what's going on? My name is Kirby.
What's your name
That's
again?
It's Kirby.
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 All right, Kirby, what you got for us? What you got for us?
Man, so I was thinking about something today. It's Sunday, so I was like, let me get my little church in, my little internet church in. And it made me remember this time when my friend invited me to her church, right? And she wanted me to join her church because I was looking for a church home.
Uh-huh.
But once I got there, I noticed that the whole congregation was ugly. So I couldn't join. I didn't want to join because I'm like, ain't no way blessings flowing through here. Everybody in here ugly. Like, I just...
Nah, damn blessing.
I can't be... Yeah, I couldn't do it. So I'm still looking for a church home, but
You still out here thugging it on your own, huh? You don't belong to nobody.
I'm out here. As long as I got my Bible app, I'm good for that stuff.
What was the name of this church? Do you know the name of the church?
Man, we ain't gonna do them like that. They good people. Okay. Ugly people are nice, good people.
Okay.
It just like the church for me.
We'll leave that alone then.
Oh boy, she said blessings ain't falling that church.
I don't know what's falling then.
Can't be. Like it wasn't for me.
That's good, man.
Hey, Miss Kirby, look, check this out. Where can we find you, man? Like, where can we find you? Like, what's your social media?
All right, so social media, my Instagram is Kirby_comedy. That's KIRBY_comedy. Facebook is Kirby Wilkins, WILKINS. You can follow me on that.
Where you from, Kirby?
So, hey, I'm from South Florida. I'm from Palm Beach.
Hey.
Delray to Big
Delray.
That's
you know
what's
what I'm
up.
saying?
Delray. 5, 6 days.
That's it, man.
Well, we just gonna pray that you find a good church home.
Next week, hopefully next week you be in somebody's church.
Close to me, man, because I'll be on YouTube streaming TD Jakes and stuff.
Get ready.
But you know, he got that list, so I don't really be understanding too much. So I'm still out here.
Don't do the bishop now.
Hey.
I'm still searching.
Hey.
Oh, man.
So, that's what's going on in my world.
But yeah, man, we thank you for calling, Kirby. We'll hear from you next week, and we'll check in to make sure you found a church home. Hopefully we hear something along the lines of that.
But hey, you know, you can come to a stress and anxiety center down here. I know it's probably some good looking brothers down here. You know,
man, come on, pray for me. Keep me in your prayers, please.
All right, we'll do, Kirby. We thank you for calling.
Please.
All right, good night.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Again, this is the Gospel Wave, man. Kirby Wilkins, man. She go by Kirby Speaks as well, man. She's a good friend of mine, comedian, man. She's gonna be on this show going forward, man. As you can see, she's looking for a church home, so y'all pray for her, all the listeners out there.
Yeah.
We got to get her somebody to church.
Yeah. She said she's looking for a blessing.
That's it.
At somebody's church. Hallelujah.
That's it. Yeah, because it ain't gonna fall in no ugly church. I ain't never heard of no ugly church.
Yes, sir.
But we're gonna get into it, man. We're gonna keep the show rolling, man. We gotta pay our bills in a few. But before we do, man, during this segment, we're gonna do the indie artist of the night, right?
Okay.
I believe we was in Canada last week, but we had to fly. We had to fly. It's something about Canada. Man, let me tell my story before we get into this.
Go ahead, man.
So, you know, shout out my church home, New Covenant Ministries in DeLand, Florida. Y'all heard the bishop earlier tonight. There's a few people who reached out. You know, I'm in the tech department of my church, and there's a few people who reached out who had seen the sermon for today. And my bishop probably don't even know this. They reached out and was like, "Hey, man, can you all pray for me?"
Yes, sir.
So I went before the Lord, and it was deep because, you know, you never know who needs prayer. You never know when the Lord's gonna call you to step out and put your calling into action.
Come on,
it may come at any time of the day, and you got to do what you called to do. So my purpose of today was to pray for these individuals. One person was praying for their child. Their child was having some issues, and you know, I went right before the throne. And right after I got done praying, another message came across, man, and they needed help as well. They're dealing with pain in their body. So I went before the Lord. And it just touched me. I felt the spirit over me. I can't lie. I won't quench it. I won't say nothing like that on the radio. Just keep it 100 with y'all. You know, we got to pray for each other because you never know what we're going through. And what was crazy is these people were in Canada.
Wow.
Mind you, we're all the way down here in Florida. We're in the States. These people are reaching outside of the States. So in this time, in this season, during this COVID-19, we got people all over the world. We're on this platform. We're trying to put our sermons out there, and people are reaching out because they need help, they need prayer, because they don't know how to go before the throne, or they just may need that other person to give that push to get that blessing to fall down, because they don't have to be in the church to get the blessing. Even though Kirby is looking for a church home, she don't have to get her blessing in those 4 walls.
Okay.
Because you know the blessing can come at any time, an hour, minute, second, a millisecond. But we gonna get me started.
Come on now.
I hear my help coming on. Y'all hear my help in the
I
background.
hear.
You know.
I hear.
So, hey, this the gospel wave. You never know how the wave's gonna take you, man. We surfing right now. That's
Yes,
what we
sir,
doing.
man. Hey, look, all the way from Canada, man. Look, I don't want to butcher his name. Feen, what's his name? Coffee
K, man. This song is crazy, called More Than Meets the Eye, man. This is the indie artist of the night. We may have another one. However the Lord flow, man. We flowing tonight, man. We done had a mental therapist coming here, African American male, man. He's young, he's gifted, talented, man. And you never know. If you need help, man, just hit us up on the Gospel Wave on our social media platforms, or just call into the station, whatever you want. But right now, we're gonna get into More Than Meets the Eye by Kofi K out of Canada, man. Let's get it, man.
Yeah. Hey, boy.
Not the wind or the fire, but a still small voice, hear the whisper or not. It was still my choice, and I'm not gonna lie. I was blocking him out, I was not gonna try. Kinda walking in doubt, but it all came about. Out of the matrix, red pill or blue, all or nothing when I take this. Eyes open wide, how amazing his grace is. Wide open spaces, off to the races. Hey, metaphors don't do it justice, no. Slow it down, don't wanna rush this, no. Weigh the minuses and pluses, yeah. Now it's clear just where my trust is. Out the plane parachute, got my ripcord. No drama, tension of discord. Praising Christ, what I live for. Blessed up more than I wish for, yeah. Like, whoa, like they don't know. More than meets the eye. More than meets the eye. More than meets the eye. This ain't random, I know why. More than meets the eye. Beyond you or I. Life is more than meets the eye. Like, whoa, they don't know. More than meets the eye. More than meets the eye. More than meets the eye. This ain't random, I know why. More than meets the eye. Beyond you or I. Life is more than meets the eye. I see this my office. Take notes if it's not obvious. Tired of the same old topics. Not about me, God got this. Conquer my fears for the sake of the name. Afraid of these heights, but I'm taking the plane. Cover my path like I'm breaking the game. I'm an epitaph, right? Never labored in vain. Got a hold of this now. Open minds, that's my dream. Call me Mr. Clean. I'll teach this world some hygiene. Wish they seen what I seen. Fixing eyes like Visine. Some know what I mean. Like swoop, we on that same team. Never known loss. Foes weak sauce. Call out fakes. Nose drop. Botox. Stop right there. Concrete roadblocks. Spit real talk. New school soapbox. Show is over my doze, dog. No surprises, my foes shot. This is more than my own thoughts. Hope my life, not my flows. Talk truth like whoa. They don't know. More than meets the eye. More than meets the eye. More than meets the eye. This ain't random. I know why. More than meets the eye. Beyond you or I. Life is more than meets the eye. Like whoa, they don't know. More than meets the eye. More than meets the eye. More than meets the eye. This ain't random. I know why. More than meets the eye. Beyond you or I. Life is more than meets the eye. Truth is, he was God and a man. Galilee to Calvary, working a plan. Cross on his shoulders, hurt in the stand. It's a love letter written in the blood of a lamb. He was trusting the process. Had to be somebody flawless. That's what the law says. Pay the debt to the thieves and the monsters. Paid it all, not a dime did it cost us. Did it all for joy we can't fathom. Pull the snake back down, you can't have them. Set right the wrongs done by Adam. We're just dust, any number, the atoms. Every step planned, not a moment random. Those with fandom treat him like a phantom. Somehow through it all, when he makes that call, he says, my blood for your ransom. Yeah, like, whoa, they don't know. More than meets the eye. More than meets the eye. More than meets the eye. Yeah, life is more than meets the eye. Life is more than meets the eye. More than meets the more than meets the eye. More than meets the eye.
Ride the wave.
Say
hey,
what?
Ride the wave. Come on and ride the wave.
Ride the wave.
The gospel wave.
The what?
Come on and ride the wave.
Ride the wave.
Ride the wave.
Hey man. We having a good time tonight, man. Hopefully y'all out there, man. Y'all are feeling the same way we feeling, man, in this piece, man.
Yes, sir, man.
You know what I'm saying? But I gotta play this right here, man.
Man, what you playing?
Hey man, look here, man. Y'all don't even realize, man. We two young African American men who love God, man, and we
That's
showcasing it. We're not ashamed of it. You look at us, you may not even see that, but we're not ashamed out here, man. We trying to set the atmosphere. We trying to change the direction of the wave.
That's right, man.
You feel me?
Look, check this out. If your beach seems dry, and it seems like the tide is not in.
Come on.
You broke, you unhappy.
Come on.
You think about work tomorrow.
Come on.
Oh my God, you stressed out. Guess what?
What's that?
Ride the wave. Come ride the gospel wave.
Say what? Say what?
Ride the wave. Hey, what you got next, bro?
Hey, man. Hey, we're going to do one more indie artist of the week, man. This is my homie, man, my dog. He went to Bethune-Cookman University as well. He was a music tech major with me. We're going to play Vessels, Who Am I? Again, man. This song is crazy, man. I told you who you remind me of. I told you about that J Moss, man. You heard that new J Moss? That new J Moss said, that new DJ. You didn't even hear that new DJ. We might have to spin that later on. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
but again, this is another indie artist of the week. This is Vessel. Who am I? Sit back, relax, man. You in for a treat, man. Let's get it and just ride the what?
Wave.
Looking back at where I came, I know that if it wasn't for you, Lord, I wouldn't be the same. Could have been in the same place, but if it wasn't for your grace, Lord, it's your grace that's sufficient, and I'm so glad that I didn't miss it. When I think about them times I failed, you've been right there. Gotta tell them that your hands created the moon and the stars, and you showed me true love when you died on that cross. Now you reign in majesty, from on high to below. Who am I that you are mindful of me? I'll never know. And you are the king of the whole world. See, they can have the jewels, Lord, they can have the pearls. When I thought my life was over, you came to my rescue. You're my hero. Now it is my duty and my honor, lifting up the Son who was sent by the Father. Yeah, so I lay my life down and I cast on my crown, because I know your hands created the stars, and you showed me true love when you died on the cross. You reign majesty, from on high to below. Who am I that you are mindful of me? I'll never know. Merciful and faithful, I give you the best of me, and you are my holy temple. I live for you totally. Merciful and faithful, I give you the best of me. You are my holy temple. That's why I live for you only. And you showed me true love. You showed me love. Now you reign in majesty. Who am I that you are mindful of me? See, I'll never know.
Really made.
Lord, needs every day of my life feel like I was pushing away. Going in out of pressure, mind always stressing about hard days. How I'm supposed to live right when sometimes I don't pray. Playing with sin, what I'm trying to say. You must have a plan for my life, but you was keep me safe. Walking down the streets of evil with that found safe. The bread of life is what I need, but I don't eat. Lord, please forgive me. Forgive me for all the wrong I ever did. Feel like you was giving me a message just by the left on red. Ignoring all the signs.
You are listening to the Gospel Wave, Joy 106.3 FM. I'm Feen, and we got GenoHd in the building. And while we were on commercial break, we got a caller on the line, I believe. Caller, can you state your name, please?
Yo, what's good? It's Roy P.
Oh, Gino, we got Roy P on the line.
Man, what's going on, man?
Yo, what's good with y'all boys, man?
Man, we you know, man, we riding away. You know, the gospel way. You know, that's what we do, man. What you must got a treat or something for us, man. What's going on?
Man, listen, bro. February 14th, I'm dropping the EP and the video, man. It's called Love and Hate.
Love and Hate. So again, for the radio listeners out there, and if you're watching online, Royal P has a new EP and video. He's releasing a video on you said the 14th, Valentine's Day?
Valentine's Day, man.
Man, let's
go.
And then the name of the EP was Love and Hate, right?
Yeah, it's called Love and Hate, man.
And tell the people where they can find this EP at.
Yeah, sir. So it's going to be everywhere. It's going to be Apple Music, Spotify, iTunes, man. YouTube's going to be everywhere.
Wherever they listen to music. Wherever you listen to music. Before the commercial break, we got a little bit of Royal P. It was crazy. It's coincidence. We was playing "Forgive Me" by Royal P. before we got a call in. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
So you know, so do you have a new song you want us to play for you or something?
Yeah, man. So like the first song on the track, bro, it's called "Virtuous Woman," bro.
Wow.
You feel me? Me and my boy Ken. Yes, sir. Me and my boy Ken made the song, bro. You know, it's not a song out there that's like degrading on women, downgrading on women. So I said, man, let's just make a love track for the women.
That's it.
That everybody can vibe to.
That's
you know
it, man.
So
okay.
It's a pretty dope track, man. It's fun. You feel me? So I'm just excited.
That's what's up, man. So here the gospel wave. You mind if we play that Virtuous Woman for the people?
Man, y'all go ahead and get it, man. Y'all got it first, man.
Hey, man, check this out. I feel like MTV News world premiere. World premiere. You know,
world premiere, bro.
So we gonna get into it, man. This is Roy P. You can stay on the line. We're gonna play the song for the people right now. This is a world premiere of Virtuous Woman by Roy P. Again, he's dropping the EP and video for his EP called Love and Hate on Valentine's Day. So without further ado, we're gonna listen to Virtuous Woman. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Hey, I dedicate this song to all the women across the world. If you got God in life, you gon' always win, you feel me? From the last generation to the past generation to the now generation. Hey, I love you, mama. Leg out. Hey. A virtuous woman, hard to find, fall like wild, die coming through with the help, hard no wealth, ayy. She my helpmate, mine don't hesitate. She got my back like Soul Train on roller skates. Slide with me, ride with me, glide with me, yeah. High with me, cry with me, pray with me, yeah. She my babe, my side chick in my future. She my lace tied up, I can't lose her. She'll fight for me, blow on the dice for me. 7-Eleven, Lucky Charm, just right for me. Slow it down, come around, frying upside down. She so solid, rockin', I'ma hold her down. Yeah, oh God, I don't pay by mine. So he blessed with a miracle, she's so fun. Yeah, I would never find another. A virtuous woman, hard to find, and that's clever. Just ask Proverbs 31:10. Right hand to the sky, oh God, damn. Yeah, I will always protect her. A black knight coming through with that pressure.
Let go.
Too many people cap you true. Baby, we gon' run it up and count them blues. I pray for blessings, baby, and he sent me yours. Don't matter what I'm going through, long as I got you. Too many people cap you true. Baby, we gon' run it up and count them blues. I pray for blessings, baby, and he sent me yours. Don't matter what I'm going through, long as I got you. Ever since a little boy, man, I seen it all. Mama with the hard times showed us how to ball. On a budget, diamond dozens. Pops always turn nothing into something. Yeah, that's why God, he get all the glory. See the kingdom of God before I become a husband. Yeah, trustworthy and meekness. My old lady be the reason I achieve this. I believe this, I breathe this. Can't build an empire off of weakness. Hey, have you ever seen a lioness? Fearless, boldness in the spirit. Yeah, that's why a king gotta play his role. Holla, a happy wife and a happy home. Holla, a happy wife can't do no wrong. Wait, a happy guy sitting on the throne. Too many people cap you true. Baby, we gon' run it up and count them blows. I pray for blessings, baby, and he sent me yours. Don't matter what I'm going through, long as I got you. Too many people cap you true. Baby, we gon' run it up and count them blows. I pray for blessings, baby, and he sent me yours. Don't matter what I'm going through, long as I got you. Too
I pray for blessings, baby, and he sent me yours. Don't matter what I'm gonna do, long as I got yours.
That man talking about a virtuous woman, bro.
Hey man, look here, Roy P. Man, look here, man.
Man.
Look here, man.
Hey, you got me cheesy, boy. Hey, can I have this?
That boy said you can't. That boy said you can't build an empire off of weakness. Come on, boy, you
come
better.
on.
Hey,
Come on, somebody.
Boy, you finna have that church thing ready.
Boy, I gotta take this record
I'm
home.
trying to tell y'all, like, it's a vibe and it's biblical all at the same time, bro.
Yeah, man, it's a real
all
vibe,
at the same
man.
time.
You talking that talk on that, man.
Yeah, boy, sliding on that one, boy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Wow, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. So before we let you go, can you tell the people how they can find you on social media?
Yes, sir. So y'all want to follow the kid, man? Y'all can follow me on IG at Royalty954, just like that, Royalty954. And I'm also on Facebook, just type in Royalty, and y'all see my long dreads and everything, man. All gas, no brakes, all God, no hate. So,
All gas, no brakes.
Wow, man. I want you to play
all
my
God,
song,
no
bro.
hate.
What song you want me to play?
I want you to play my favorite Royal P song.
Oh, you want?
Hold on, that's my favorite right there. I gotta take that home tonight.
Which one?
But I want you to play the one he said, "I'm Gucci," the first line. Man, look. Look, for the kingdom of God, man, for those of you, we understand on Sunday morning we give God all the glory and praise. But this song right here is for the gritty, for the man.
For us.
It's for us, man.
Yes,
Look,
sir. Yes, sir.
man, listen to this. Listen to the first line, man. This is my favorite Royal P, man. Let's go.
Chosen one, featuring the
Chosen
real
one.
TK. Let's get it.
Shout out to TK, man.
Yes, sir.
Yo, I'm Gucci. Run it up, flip it, that baby, some to me. See through it. Fatal like coffee, I'm smelling it brewing. Confusion.
Hold on, man. This is a gospel
I
wave, man.
love that.
We do what we
Man.
want to do on the gospel wave. We got to start that thing over, man.
Yeah.
That first line
Hey,
just make you
that first line, man, just like the wave just crashed.
Hold on, man. Hold on,
Wave
man.
crash,
My bad,
man.
my
Listen,
bad.
man. This is a Christian rap artist, man. We got all the songs, bro. We taking over, man.
Yes,
It's for the
sir.
culture, man.
Let's get it.
Yeah.
God bless us with this song.
Yes, sir.
Yo, I'm Gucci. Run it up, flip it, that baby, some to me. See through it. Fatal like coffee, I'm smelling it brewing. Confusion. You think you love me, but really just choosing. Take pictures. I'm feeling real love in my life in a moment. As I'm looking out my window, I see where I wanna be. And after I close my blinds, I come back to reality. I see where on earth I really am. And I see what things really are. But mama don't tell no lies. But said I'm gonna be a star.
I've been trying to get it on my own, yeah. I don't mess with clubbers, leave me alone. Trying to get it in the crack of dawn. It been too long, ballin' on my own, yeah. Ballin' like Ginobili in my zone. Whole team eating greedy, set the tone, yeah. Doing 80 in and 60 with no hands. Got the man, I just do what I can. Set the mood. Never like going to school down with the crew. We used to do what it do. All age not riding coops, yeah. What's new? Laid back and I'm Gucci. 2-3 with no hairline. 2-4, mumble time. Out of mind, chase a guy, calling dollar signs. Y'all on the grind, you out of line. Taking back what been mine. Son, you the greatest. You ain't popping if you don't got haters. Mama, we made it. Stage folks, and I got them papers. Master plan, spiritual edge on my sonogram. I'm the man, mama told me back then. I was trying to get, I was trying to live. I'm rolling with Christ. Now I'm doing alright.
Telling me keep going, but you praying I stop. Pay my devotion to this mic, don't wanna see me on top. But I'm the one, I'm chosen back then, I can picture now. Baby, I had to do some different. Looking for people, what I found. As I'm looking out my window, I see where I wanna be. And after I close my blinds, I come back to reality. I see where on earth I really am. When I see what things really are. But mama don't tell no lies, but said I'm gonna be a star.
I've been trying to get it on my own, yeah. I don't mess with clubbers, leave me alone. Tryna get it in a crack of dawn. It been too long. Ballin' on my own.
Who you ballin' like?
Ballin' like Ginobili in my zone. Whole team eating greedy, set the tone. Doing 80 and 60 with no hands. Got the man, I just do what I can.
Man, Roy P, man, you gifted, man. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise, bro.
And that's like
100. Oh God, bro. 100, man.
That's it, man. But hey, man, we appreciate you coming by, man. You know, we about to end the gospel way real soon, so we're gonna play one more song for the night. But we appreciate you stopping by, man. So without further ado, the last song of the evening is
y'all.
The last song of the evening is our homeboy. It's only right we play our homeboy CJ Jameson. First
sir.
Love Me, because that same flow, that same vibe we just had. We're gonna end the show the gospel way like this. Thank y'all for tuning in on the radio. Thank y'all for tuning in live wherever you may be. Hey, God is real. God is love. Keep God first. Keep the faith. Hey, Gino, man, you got something else to say to the people, man?
Man, say less. That's it, bruh.
Let's get it, man.
Yeah.
That was shot by Oz.
Not today, the devil can't stop the way. 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 I got no time for the devil when all the drama he brings. Ay, I do it for God, he is the reason I say I'm screaming, Lord, lay the king, Lord, lay the king. I treat my Jesus like hot sauce, I put him on everything. You know the vibes, don't be surprised. Devil, you try, but you's a lie. I gotta fight until I die, and I'll be good long as God stay by my side. First love me, first love me, first love me. I was doing bad, but still he first love me. I was living wrong, but still he first love me. Man, I love my God because he first loved me. Hey, first love me, first love me. I was doing bad, but still he first loved me. I was living wrong, but still he first loved me. Hey, man, I love my God because he first loved me. Woo, woo. Not today, the devil can stop the way. Not today, the devil can't 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 stop the way. Gotta stay steadfast on way.